Welcome, everybody. Today, our topic is going to be pandemic parenting. If you're expecting a baby, or if you are a new parent during this time of a global pandemic, you are not alone, and it's important for you to know that your feelings are valid, and you are heard, and you are supported. Luckily, we have resources available in our community that are here to help you and aid you during this time, and it's important just to keep your head up and focus on the good. I know that's easier said than done. And with me today, I have Jane Johnson Wall, who is a licensed marriage and family therapist who has been practicing for over 20 years. She has a focus in serving and supporting new moms and those who are expecting during this time. Thank you so much for joining us, Jane. So on behalf of those listening who may be pregnant during this time or may have young children, and they're simply going through the ins and outs of parenting during a global pandemic, Jane, what are your thoughts on simply making sure that a mother's needs are met and how to properly incorporate self-care into all of this?
It's a tough time. I mean, certainly the whole idea of, prioritizing ourselves and self-care in terms of being mothers has always been something that has been talked about. But right now, more than ever, even some of those basic things that all of us are familiar with, making sure that we're getting enough rest, making sure that we're eating well, trying to get outside to get some fresh air and some exercise, all of those things are more important now than they've ever been. The whole idea of being able to navigate the uncertainty of this pandemic, it's difficult because the information changes so quickly. And that's where more than ever, mothers need to be able to find a sense of balance for themselves, being able to feel like they are informed and aware, but not tipping over into a place where they feel overwhelmed by the information. And because new information comes out, not even daily, just, hourly, there seems to be shifts. It's like a moving target. And so more than ever, we need to be very aware of making sure that we don't tip over into feeling overwhelmed and anxious as a result of this.
Mm. And you and I just recently had a conversation where you shared your perspective in helping people or women recognize that their anxiety can be used as a tool.
Well, it's interesting, right? Anxiety, we certainly don't view it as a blessing or a gift because it can be overwhelming. But anxiety is our brain and our body trying to keep us safe. And if you look at it from that perspective, it is kind of a gift. What a great thing that we do for ourselves very naturally. The problem is that when we're in a place where we're feeling the chronic anxiety, there's not an opportunity to ever feel like you're really kind of safe and settled in it. And that's a tricky thing to be able to navigate the uncertainty of the times with the uncertainty that it brings up for each person individually.
Yes. And that's why it's so important for women in our community to know that they have adequate resources to help them get through this and to help them and aid them to not feel alone and to not feel unheard and to know that they are wanted and to know that their feelings are valid. It's a very exceptional time that we're all going through, and we know that new and expectant mothers are those that really, really need people in the community to step up. And I think that your work and what you do in the community, Jane, is absolutely life-changing. Thank you so much for joining us today. To get in touch with Jane, please go to contemporarytherapy.net, and we have a couple of other resources here for you. We have evidencebasedbirth.com, mothertobaby.org, and postpartum.net. Thanks for joining us. Have a good day.